Welcome
to another Ramble Radio, motherfucker!
But it's video.
But you're not going to believe this. I hope you're sitting down for this one.
I'm seated.
Thanks to Gavin Newsom, it's also radio still in California.
Wow.
He's safe. Yeah, putting the brakes on that.
Not for long. Not for long. That fire won't hold all day.
I know you're going to fight this. I know you're going to fight it with all that you have.
Don't say radio throughout the country.
It's going to happen. 239 is the one we have right now. 239. Isn't that amazing? That's right.
That is amazing.
And
We've
you
got
think
this many of these.
And you think it's just you and me.
Well, who else would it be?
Well, Fresh. This is a big deal. He just got off like 8 conference calls convincing all of the people subpoenaed for the new January 6th to not show up. Cody Villafana. He's telling them, you ain't got to do that shit. Don't fucking show up. You're not going to – nobody's ratting out big DJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big DJ T. You're not ratting him out. So.
The great MAGA king. You can't rat him out.
No. Fuck no, man. So, Cody, look at that. Is it?
Wow. Was it hard to convince Kevin McCarthy not to show up for a subpoena?
Cody?
Was it hard to? No, it wasn't. Believe it or not.
Yeah, he was right there. And you
should do a review of that guy's new movie, 2,000 Mules. That Dinesh D'Souza or whatever.
Dinesh D'Souza.
Dinesh D'Souza. Yeah.
We should get a full-blown Cinesnob on 2,000 Mules.
You think he'd come on the Ramble? You think we could get? I mean, how quick do you think he'd realize we're shitting on him? Do you think? I don't know. A guy like that doesn't seem that sharp, so I don't know.
It's pretty dull.
I'm just thinking. I bet we could do a pretty good job. All right. So this was brought to my attention way after the fact. Yeah. But did y'all see that video of the house in North Carolina that just got sucked into the ocean on the stilts?
Yeah.
All right. So someone posted a video of and I shouldn't even say that. Cody, I hope you don't walk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to talk shit on Ben Shapiro.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know.
That's Cody's boy.
My hero?
Yeah.
He's got a calf tattoo of Ben Shapiro's face.
So he there was some video of him like years ago, and it's fucking hilarious. Have y'all seen this where he's talking about rising water levels? And he's like, look, even if they rise 10, 15 feet, blah, 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 all those people are just going to sell their homes and leave. And then, so this dude took him saying that, and then he cuts to a wall, and he's just behind the wall with an axe, and he just chops a hole in the wall. He sticks his head in like Nicholson in The Shining. He goes, okay, one problem, Ben. Who are they going to fucking sell him to? Aquaman? And then, it's fucking perfect. Like, how stupid. They'll just sell their house. Who's going to buy it?
Somebody will buy it. Somebody buys everything. Just sell it.
And people look up to these fucking morons. That's the weirdest
part. They're full
of
solutions.
They have them. They have them all. They have them all. But, oh, God. Here we go. But it's us now. You're rambling now, baby. You're with the real deal. We're here to fucking rock, roll, dare I say strut and stroll. We can do all?
We'll definitely strut and stroll.
Well, this is tough. This is a tough ramble. All 3 of us had a rough hockey night the other night.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
And here we are. Fucking stars strike first. I was like, we got this. We got this.
Played 2 perfect periods.
Awesome periods. And then the third, what the fuck? Then the third period, they just fell the fuck apart. It was brutal.
With 2 power plays during that.
2 power plays.
It was 2, right? Yeah, it was 2.
Yes, and they did jack shit with both of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Caps
just decline the penalty next time. That's fine. Just say, nope, we're good.
Now we're good.
Let's stay even
Keep
straight.
him out here. Keep him out here.
We don't want power plays.
Can you do that in hockey? Can you decline a penalty?
I don't think you can.
I don't
decline
think you
a penalty.
Man,
no, I don't think it's up to anybody.
That's football only, huh? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's football.
Can't do it in basketball either. If it's committed, it's committed.
It's committed. That's it.
You should be able to decline and add 2 minutes to the end of the game.
That would be great. Wouldn't that be great? Like, no, just give us an extra shot. Here we go. Let's just see. Let's just see what.
Then we're getting into soccer territory by extending the game by minutes.
Exactly.
True. That's true.
And we all know soccer's the best sport, so
it's the most fun. It's the most fun to watch.
I think
most popular sport in the world.
That's only because it takes a ball in a field to play, so every country can play it.
There's
no equipment needed for soccer.
Well, then why aren't we on this? If it's that fucking easy, why do we suck at it?
Yeah.
You know?
Because
Come on.
we have all these other sports that require hundreds of dollars worth of equipment. Soccer,
saying,
you need 4 rocks, a ball, and some people.
And some dudes. And then the chubby unathletic guy to
all
be the
you
goalie.
need.
You have to tell your chubby unathletic
Play
friend
soccer
to be goalie.
anywhere.
Did you play soccer in Little League, Eddie?
I did.
Me too, Cody.
That's where I first got hate of soccer, by playing the game.
See, that's where I love the game.
I hated it.
I only played for 1 year of soccer, and I went right to
Hated it.
baseball after that.
I did too. I played 1 year. We tied for the championship game.
No.
I don't know why they didn't let us do shootouts or anything, but we tied.
Just tied, and both of you guys won the championship?
We got trophies. Yep. And our coach pulled us
Soccer.
aside, and he goes, "We didn't win, but we didn't lose." It was, come on, it was very
Why
inspiring.
would they go to they can't do a third, like an overtime? Or
I
just
don't know, but we came from behind.
shootout?
We were down 2-0, and then we tied it 2-2 at the end. It was spectacular. I had an assist that game.
Ooh,
Come on, I was good at it. That was the only thing I was good at
Nice.
was assists. I don't think I scored 1 goal, but I could assist like a motherfucker.
The closest I ever came was one time. Me and this other kid we had a 2-on-1
Nice.
driving the net, and he had the ball, and he kept it, and he scored, and I was wide open. If he would've just passed it,
Fuck! You'd have had your moment,
if he would have
man.
been a good
That's
teammate,
where
I
it
would have
just-
passed
Right.
it.
That's where you guys just diverged. That's just.
Yeah.
And then that was Cody's like baseball. Fuck this.
Yeah. I'm done.
I'm bad.
You could have been Pele, man.
I
Right.
did kick a muddy ball in a kid's face. So.
That's.
As an act of aggression, or was it more of like, oops, sorry?
Oh, that wasn't. Well, I mean, I would love to take credit for it, but it was.
It was an
oops.
accident. Oh, man. Yeah, our best player was a girl named Benita. She scored goals from half field. She had that kind of a leg. She would just boom, and it was like, oh, fuck. Like, she was insane. And her mother, even though Benita was a normal-sized person,
Yeah.
I'll never forget this. My mother would get so infuriated because Benita's mom, every time she had the ball, would scream at the top of her lungs, "Andale, gorda!" Like, just, which means, let's go, fat girl, Eddie. That's what that means. Let's go, fat. Imagine. She would scream that. That was
Just
like
calling her daughter fat.
that was her rallying cry.
To get her daughter angry enough to kick that ball hard.
I think
Wow.
so. What else could it have been? It worked.
Yeah, this is like when you agitate a horse or whatever when you're a jockey.
Right. You could piss it off. That had to have been what happened to that Rich Strike horse because it tried to eat the other horse when it was done racing. Did you see that?
That horse is on roids for sure.
Has to be. That's why he's out of the fucking Belmont. It's not anything else. They're like, look, he's gonna pass a piss. He's gonna fail a piss test. Let's
He
just
fucking roid raged.
he roid rates like
done.
a motherfucker.
He's
man.
done.
That was fucking. Oh man. I tell you. So you've ever been to a soccer game, Eddie?
Professional soccer game?
Yeah.
I went to a LA Galaxy game one time.
Did you enjoy it?
Not at all.
Not even a little.
Didn't get into it at all. I've tried countless times to get into soccer, and
You can't
I
do it.
don't have it in me to care for it.
Not even the. What if they?
I can appreciate the athleticism and the skill. but
Because
I
it takes a ton of both.
It absolutely does.
Yeah,
The best
you-
athletes in all of sports play soccer.
They have to be because you're running nonstop.
But
It's
I could
crazy.
not give less of a fuck about the game.
Now
I don't care about it. It doesn't interest me. I don't like watching it.
USA's in the World Cup final.
Don't
Do you
give
want?
a fuck.
You wouldn't tune in.
No,
Wow.
I don't care.
Wow. Look at that.
And I'm glad people love it and go love it. I don't.
Cody,
it's
would
fine.
you watch if the U.S. made the World Cup final?
Yeah, I'd watch.
I think I'd watch that.
I can watch. I can watch a little bit,
Right.
but I if it gets 45 minutes and it's like halftime
And nothing
or whatever,
happens?
and nothing.
Just
There's no
can't.
score. I'm just
0-0.
I can't
know,
do
man.
it. I just don't. I don't care.
I
It's like
love
the
it.
Olympics. I don't care about. I don't watch the Olympics.
Stop it, Eddie.
I don't give a shit.
It's our country.
I'll watch Olympic hockey. Is great,
yeah.
but that's it.
You didn't watch the Dream Team. You watched.
I watched the Dream Team because it was a spectacle of the Dream Team. The games weren't good.
No, they weren't.
You don't watch curling?
Curling.
I love curling.
Curling is
Figure
great.
skating.
That's great. that takes some fucking
No,
athleticism.
again,
to
I
do that.
appreciate the skill and the athleticism, but I don't need to watch it.
I'll tell you that my favorite Dream Team anything. There's actually a really good book about the Dream Team that came out like 12 years ago, and every book has a little. What do they call that, Cody? The quote at the beginning of the book. You know what I'm talking about? It's like sometimes, like before you start a book, there's like a song lyric, or you know what I'm saying?
I don't know that there's a term
I wonder if
know.
so it opens up with a line from a poet, right? So this is a Dream Team book, and it said, and the poet said, "I'm far more interested in things that endure." And then the other line was a Townes Van Zandt song, so dust off your wings and let's fly. Yeah. And then the last quote. It just sums up the Dream Team perfectly. So you have these two beautiful poetic lyrics. And then the last quote is Charles Barkley before a game. And the quote is, "I don't know nothing about Angola, but Angola's in trouble." Fucking amazing. And they won like by 60.
I mean, I watched those games. They were terrible, but you watched them because you knew it was history.
Yes. I just love that line. I don't know nothing about Angola, but Angola's in trouble. Now, I'll tell you what I loved soccer was, Cody, to San Antonio, do y'all ever have an indoor soccer team? Austin does, right?
We did at one point.
Yeah.
But it's been a while. We have a USFL team, so
That's
it's
right.
like minor league soccer.
What's the name of the team? What's the USFL team?
San Antonio FC.
Oh, there it is. Football
like
club, baby.
Football club. Nice.
Dallas had an indoor soccer team called the Sidekicks back in the 80s. I think they might have won a couple of championships. Tattoo was their guy. And we would go to the
Are all
games.
those championship rings in pawn stores right now? Every single one of them?
What would they get for them? What are you going to get for that?
Well, no, they've been there since whenever they won them. And no one's bought them.
I'm taking this thing right to the... I'm pawning this motherfucker. But here's the Sidekicks had I've never seen a rowdier... Like, I went to a football game, a Monday night game in Philly, and it was crazy. But it was, I mean, the Dallas Sidekicks fans who they were planted usually behind the opposing team's goalie were fucking insane. Like they were all blitz drunk. They would just start screaming. It was just the most belligerent shit. And I'll never forget a game where they lost and the guys scored a game-winning goal like at the 0 hour, right? Yeah. And the ball, it was one of those. It was so hard that it went into the net because the goalie nets are a lot smaller for the indoor games, right? It goes in and it bounces right back out, and he grabs it and he runs over to these people who've been heckling this poor bastard. And he just shakes the ball at him like, fuck you. And then as he's doing it, you just see a completely unopened giant can of beer just boom right in the head, and the guy's out cold. I mean, they had to take him off in a stretcher. That was... I shouldn't be laughing. It was terrible. But as a kid, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that guy, yeah, and I don't think he even had time to regret it. I don't think he ever saw the beer coming. He was just so angry at all the shit they were talking to him all game long that he's just like, fuck you, fuck you. And then boom, and he's out.
Oh.
I mean,
that was like a story about he almost triumphed, and then he got
right his moment.
Moment, and then
and you got to think, if you're playing for the indoor soccer league in the 80s, what is he making? Like $100 a week, maybe. Like, and then he just gets obliterated by a fucking. It was terrible. It was man. It's life, though.
He probably couldn't even pay for the stitches.
No, there's no way.
No health care.
No health care. No nothing. I'll never forget.
And he still got that scar today that reminds him of that moment for the rest of his life.
There's one moment of glory. Hey, fuck it. What was that? What's that? You can tell? Yeah. Andrea's noticing my
Andrea gave you COVID.
Well, duh, she gave me COVID. Lot of things. She can't give me a video game. She has to give me COVID instead.
After everything you've been through.
Thank you. Cody said, "After everything you've been through."
What if this is what kills you? What if this is what kills
me? Eddie says. Survived cancer. Survived shingles. Ostomy bag off. Die of COVID. She
gives you cancer. She gives you COVID. You're dead.
Die of COVID.
Couldn't you imagine?
That would be my version of the guy holding the soccer ball. Like, fuck you, death. What are you gonna do to me? Bam. There it is. I gotta look. I gotta see if that guy made it. I don't. I think it was a Colorado team. I think. I gotta see if that guy. Oh man, that's
made it. Made it as in like made it professionally or like made it out alive.
Made it out alive. I wonder if he made it out.
He died that night,
or if he just died. Like if he just got fucking killed. Is that the worst way to go? You're celebrating a goal and some drunk fan.
Is there a more meaningless death?
Technically speaking, I mean, he went out on top of the world in his eyes,
really
right?
did. Right. He didn't see it coming. God just struck him down when he didn't even notice. Next thing you know, he's at the pearly gates, I guess.
That's like in Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader throws the Emperor over, Luke gets him to the shuttle, and then the Death Star explodes before they get off the shuttle.
Right.
That's pretty much.
Or Vader, sneezes on Luke, and then Luke dies of whatever Vader sneezed on him with. He's on Endor, just during the party, he's in a bed like fucking Bowie at the Alamo. He's fucking half dead. Have we ever talked about the Alamo here on our podcast?
I think we've talked about it at some point.
How many dicks do you think those guys sucked to try to not get killed by Santa Anna and his army? How many? How many do you, honestly, how many Mexican soldiers, how many great uncles of Cody and I did fucking Davy Crockett blow to try to not die? I wonder.
I grew up going to the Alamo quite a bit as a kid, and I don't remember hearing that.
They never brought that one up.
I don't think there's a plaque.
There's no plaque commemorating the 19 blowjobs that Bowie gave.
That Davy Crockett gave before they killed him to try to save himself. There was a guy I used to work with at a bookstore in Dallas, and he was like a Texas lover of all things. It's like, why? Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, what do you give?
It doesn't love you back.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
It's where your dad got laid. Relax. Nothing else happened. But he would get literally livid because I would go, I think they're writing a new book, and I would just say that Bowie apparently he was not sick. Him and Davy Crockett were fucking, and then. They came in and he would get so...
Had they not been fucking and distracted, they probably could have saved the Alamo.
They probably could have saved it. There's no question Davy Crockett didn't suck 30 dicks at least. Please, I don't need this.
Oh, he had them run a train on him.
Oh, my God, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
And they still killed him. They're like, fuck you. That's just my personal Alamo theory.
And that was the line in the sand that they drew was who was willing to
who's gonna suck dick to liver. And who's the one who made it out? Was it William Travis is the one who left? I think
so. Yeah.
Yeah, Travis I ain't sucking any dick to stay alive.
I'm leaving.
I'm good. I'm leaving. I'll go get help.
Fuck this and the Alamo.
I'll go tell Sam Houston about what happened. I'll leave out what you guys are planning.
That was the big meeting the night before. Okay, guys.
Look.
There's not enough of us to go around, so we're going to have to suck about 15 dicks each to get out of this. If we all just offer to suck as many dicks as they have to let us go. They have to let us go.
Come on. We'll be fine. We'll be in Austin before you know it.
We won't tell anybody. It never happened.
Never happened.
And they'll think of us as heroes.
Yeah, we'll be heroes. We escaped at the last second just to fight again.
We can have straight sex again. We can put it behind us.
May he rest in peace. There was this really funny comic from Dallas named Doug Richardson who passed away recently. Super funny dude. He had one of my favorite jokes. He's like, I don't understand why everybody's all mad that Ozzy Osbourne peed on the Alamo. Because what the hell do you think all those guys did when they saw 5,000 Mexicans showing up with guns? I guarantee everybody took a shit on that place. It's fucking perfect.
Oh, fuck.
So we're learning a little about Texas history here, guys.
We're making some stuff up.
Some stuff up about it. But are we wrong, Eddie? I don't know.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Right?
Do you think? If should I bring that up to a tour guide, Cody, the next time I'm at the Alamo? My theory. Do you mind? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but something's not sitting right with me.
Is this where Sam Bowie blew 14 Mexican soldiers
in order to save himself? Bowie was the one that was already dying, right?
He was in bed, yeah.
Yes, he was the one in bed who was already dying. Yeah, that's what a goddamn. Is that not just the worst way to go? Like, he could just die of this disease in 3 more days. Or, nah, we're going to have 8 guys just fucking shoot you and stab you. They could have left him alive. They'd be like, fuck this guy.
Well, I think 3 guys busted in. He was taking care of 3 dudes with his mouth and 2 hands. And the 4th guy came in.
Felt left out.
Fuck this.
I ain't catching anything. I'm going to kill this guy. Oh, God. Are we going to catch shit from any hardcore Texas ramblers out there? I don't know. First off, if this offended you, why? What do you give a fuck?
Unless you're related to Sam Bowie or Davy Crockett.
Right. You're like a Crockett. You're, Hank Crockett.
Then we apologize.
Right. But come on. I'm just saying. Whatever. I just think that's how things really went down.
At the Alamo.
At said Alamo. Oh, man. No, so no one ever tried to bring that theory up, Cody, in all your Alamo field trips growing up?
No, and I believe I think I am actually a descendant of an Alamo.
No way. Which one?
Side? Which side?
Which side? Santa Ana?
No.
Oh, man.
No. I believe it's James Fannin.
Fannin, yeah. The fans.
Yeah, not a great Wikipedia entry.
The
James Fannin was an American military figure and slave trader in the Texas Army, so not super ideal.
Not the best lineage.
In my lineage.
So, do you feel bad that he had to suck a couple dicks to try to live?
Does that hurt? Does that hurt?
All things considered, it might have been like,
little
deserved.
I don't think Cody would have cared. He's already here. Whatever James Fannin had to do to bring Cody into this world was done. Right by the time the Alamo got, so who cares? Fuck him.
Well, I also have a descendant who was in who betrayed Cortez.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Yeah, it was he was planning a coup, and he was caught, and they asked him to make a list of the people who participated, and he did it, and then he ate the paper, and then they killed him.
Oh shit! Wow. Look, this is James Fannin. Do you see a resemblance? I
see it.
I don't know. There's a little bit there. There's a little bit there. I know I think I had a relative who she hung with Pancho Villa. So, I mean, take that for what
Well, you also had your grandmother was a madam.
Mabel Horner, great grandma up in San Francisco,
so
fucking.
You've got a long history of
pulling a Davy Crockett on a lot of dudes during the gold rush. She pulled a Crockett on a lot of guys over there. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Well, I hate to do this because this has been a fun one.
It has.
It's been a damn fun ramble, but there's contractual obligations.
Okay. Skeletor. Here we were talking about the Alamo into great detail on this Ramble Radio. Do you have any place on Eternia that has any sort of historical significance like that can invoke such passion and debate amongst people on Eternia?
Well, Eddie, that's a wonderful question. First off, I'm glad that you've asked me. I mean, look, everything in Eternia is ancient. Do you understand? Like, old, if those walls could talk. But if there's any place that could fit over 5,000 soldiers, it's gotta be He-Man's mother's pussy! That fucking bitch! Take that! Yeah, I bet none of you saw that coming. None of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question for Skeletor.
Shoot! Go for it! Shoot!
You sound a little under the weather, Skeletor. Do you possibly have COVID?
Well, I'm not sure, Cody. That's a wonderful question. I'm glad that you've asked me. I don't believe in any kind of vaccination. Let's just get that out of the way. I think those are for cocks and losers, okay, that don't follow real science. Real science is that Princess Diana's not dead and is being portrayed by several different actors. JFK Jr. is still alive. That's real fucking science. So, yeah, I might be a little bit under the weather. That's fine. All I have to do to knock this is go lick He-Man's father's chode. You hear that? Bet you didn't see that one coming, huh?
So
Any other questions, you grandson of a slave trader?
You're
I think it's
willing.
further removed than that.
Yeah, right? That's
Grandson.
a lot further removed. Jesus Christ.
So Skeletor's actually willing to lick He-Man's father's chode.
If it clears up my symptoms, Eddie, why not? There's a lot of chode to lick. You should see that fucking thing.
Okay.
So there's science in that, but not the vaccine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You get a little bit of a pube in your mouth, big fucking deal. It clears up and it's gone. That's real science.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus
all right.
Christ. Whew. Well, that's Cody. I'm really sorry, man.
That's fine. I asked the question, so
Yeah,
You are the son of a slave trader.
Cinestop Podcast, wherever you get podcasts, and Cinestop Cody on Twitter. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts if you can. It really
Fuck
helps.
yeah. Bump those numbers. Let's get these guys on Rotten Tomatoes, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's do it.
So any movie with a female lead, Cody will review bomb for you if you want. If he gets on Rotten Tomatoes.
Any sort of lesbian or homosexual parents in those movies?
Out.
That's
Out.
gone. Any female lead gone? You will review
Can't
bomb
have
the
it.
podcast?
You can't have it. Any movie that makes great Americans look bad, we can't have it. You can't do it. So get on that good shit.
He will review bomb the shit.
He will review bomb the shit. Eddie, where can all the fine folk find you?
5 days a week, patreon.com, the Ralph Report, and then Tuesdays, Fridays, we got Ramble Radio, and then Wednesdays we got the Ramble.
That's right here. You can find me in the same Ramble places that you find Eddie and Cody. You can also find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RetroRocha. Every night, 8:30 p.m., Monday through Friday, I play old games. We'll do some Monday night football of any kind, hopefully starting soon. Obviously, I'm not going to Twitch while I have fucking COVID, but, maybe next week I'll start up again. YouTube, all that good shit. You've seen Airplane. I was thinking about Good Will Hunting. You've seen Airplane, right, Cody?
Yeah.
I did not know this at all. Of course, how could you? But it's fucking hilarious. There's a character, Gunderson, who's mission control in Airplane, and he's the guy, when he's like, all right, they're dropping 5,000 feet, and then, there's the gag is while he's talking, there's a guy in the background doing laundry.
Right.
He's pulling laundry out of a machine, and it's fucking Mike from Breaking Bad. It Better Call Saul. It's hilarious. It's Jonathan. Look up Jonathan Banks in Airplane. It's hilarious. It's like, holy shit. It's so funny. Yeah, he's one of the mission control guys. It was pretty good.
Oh yeah. Yep, I see him.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. He was great in Beverly Hills Cop. He was such a good villain. He was always like an asshole, like a tough guy asshole in action comedies for the most part. But man, so there we go. That's all the places.
We still got to do our tournament of TV butlers and housekeepers.
Yes, maybe next Friday we compile the list and we give it to everyone.
Yes.
What do you think? That sounds good. All right, we got the TV Butler Battle Royale that we have to. I mean, that's gonna be fucking massive, man. That's gonna be fucking huge. By the way, FYI, I should have led with this. I just found out that Sid Vicious and Arn Anderson almost killed each other with scissors once.
Really?
They had gotten into a fight at a hotel, and they both had to go to the hospital. They're in Europe somewhere, I think.
And they were going at each other with scissors?
So they got into a fight. They were all hanging out at the lounge of the hotel. They got really drunk, and then Sid Vicious started talking shit on Sting. On Ric Flair, and Arn got mad. That's his boy. So they had to be separated. They went their separate ways. And then Sid Vicious broke off the leg of a chair from his hotel room, and he went over to Arn Anderson's room, and he fucking knocked him on the head with it. And then one of them had a pair of scissors, and like Vicious was like cut open bad in the stomach, and Arn Anderson was stabbed like over 20 times. But fucking insane.
That's insane.
It's like I saw as of now they're both on good speaking terms. Like, how could you be? Like, I would never talk to anyone again.
You stabbed me with scissors 20 times.
20 times. We're done. I'm never talking to
I'm
this
out.
guy ever fucking again. Fucking amazing. So yeah, there's that. Joe Capone, I bet, knows the story better than we do.
Oh, you know he does.
Joe Capone knows a lot about wrestling. I bet we should ask him. Joe, was that real?
Verify that story.
Verify that story. Arn Anderson and Sid Vicious tried to kill each other with scissors. We'll see. So there we go. That is, does it get more redneck than that? I don't know.
That is total
Fuck you,
WCW.
get my scissors, you son of a bitch. Like I just had to stick him with something, man. I had to get my scissors.
That's what was there. That's what was there.
So there we go. All right, well, thank you all for tuning in. We love you so much. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe.
Remember
Have a great
the
rest of your
Alamo.
weekend. Remember the Alamo.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week. Bye.